Hey, my beautiful soul tribe. Welcome to the channel, Ascend With Me Tarot. My name is Dawn. I want to get a message from the ancestors today for the collective. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to pull from this deck. It's called Angels and Ancestors Oracle Cards. Okay, it's by Kyle Gray. So yeah, if y'all caught the video from yesterday, y'all, I don't know. I guess whatever that energy was that came out and needed to come out, I was surprised at that energy myself. So yeah, that was a message for somebody out there. But anyways, let's just shift gears today, okay? Let's focus on our collective. Let's try to stay, you know, in the higher vibrations of things today, because yesterday was very draining. After that reading, I just felt depleted. And I think it's because I was dipping into those lower vibrations, honestly. So I'm in training myself with spirit here. So all I can do is deliver the messages as they're received. And so that's what I'm going to do today. We're going to try to shift it towards a higher vibrational message, though. So please send me prayers and high vibrational energy and help me along with this reading here, okay? So let's get started. Father God, Holy Spirit, beautiful archangels, ancestors, higher beings, I thank you for this day, for this opportunity. I pray for a high vibrational message, please, of truth, clarity, healing, confirmation, encouragement, or enlightenment for the collective. I thank you, Holy Spirit, for the messages that you deliver. Please give me clear discernment as I receive these messages. Please give my collective clear discernment as they receive the messages that are meant for them. Archangel Michael, I ask that you please put a white light of divine protection around my energy, the energy of the collective, the energy of this reading. Archangel Raphael, please clear and connect our heart chakras to your healing energy. Thank you. Thank you, ancestors. Please bring forward a message for our highest good today. Amen. All right, let's go ahead and let's get started here, collective. I love you guys tremendously. Thanks for being here with me, no matter the vibration. We're in this together, right? All right. Track down your fears and your desires is what Spirit wants to talk to us about. Our ancestors, the hunter energy. Track down your fears and your desires. That makes sense for me because I've definitely, you know, over the last few years, honestly, I've had to face a lot of fears. Desires, I think I've been battling fears so much that I'm just now getting to the point where you know, I'm able to look at my own desires. I know what my desires are. Maybe that's what Spirit's saying. Like, it's time to stop focusing on the battling of the fears and let's shift the focus into manifesting our desires, right? So it's almost like what I was just saying about that lower vibrational energy that I was pulling in yesterday. I think that was that energy associated with fear versus what I'm trying to bring in today, or what Spirit's telling me about today, which is focusing on the high vibration, which is our desires. Be open to healing information. All right, so I guess today we're going to get some healing information. On the bottom we have feel loved and comforted. Feel loved and comforted. Okay, let's dig and see what we can bring out of this today. All right, so track down your fears and your desires. I'm being drawn to The Depths of the Sea by Mystic Moon Oracle. That's this deck here. I'm going to go ahead and talk about this. Track down your fears and your desires, Spirit. What can you tell me about that energy? Release. Release your fear, right? Release your fears. Release things that, you know, hold you back in a fearful place, right? Like fear of failure. That one was a big one for me. Ooh, and be open to an energy exchange. Okay, so healing, this energy exchange is speaking about the healing information, that the guidance that you are getting from your ancestors, right? Be open to the healing information, the exchange of energy between you and Spirit. And it's so, guys, I know sometimes we get so caught up in just life, our everyday life. And there's a lot of times that we're in a fearful energy and not even realizing, hey, that's an energy of fear, right? I know I've been guilty of that in the past. It's like when Spirit started talking to me about releasing fears, I was like, well, what am I afraid of? Don't I had, if you ask, you'll get the answers, okay? And so they started showing me, things started popping up in my life that highlighted certain hidden fears that were in me. One of them is a fear of failure for me personally, and I've had to release that. Maybe that, there's just different things that I feel like as a collective Spirit has us, that's been highlighted in our own personal lives, right? There's things that are going to be highlighted in our lives too. It's to bring it up to the surface so that it can be released. Okay, so right now we're being asked to continue to release fears. What about desires? What about desires? Fears, your fears and your desires. Okay, be resilient for what you want. Don't give up on what your desires are, okay? Spirit saying be resilient when it comes to your desires. So release your fears and go after what you want. Don't be afraid to go after what you want. Don't fear failure, for example. And don't be afraid of other people's opinions even, right? Don't be afraid to step outside of the box and do things the way that because Spirit's guiding you. We each have our own Spirit team, right? That's bringing us personal, tailor-made healing guidance and information. Right? It's about tapping into that energy exchange and being guided by that versus the world's perspective of it, right? Like the way that others may expect you to do something or the way others may want you to be, right? Instead of exchanging energy with the world around you in an unhealthy way, I feel like Spirit's pointing us within and teaching us how to take healing information and have a healing energy exchange with our higher self, with our Spirit team, our ancestors here, who are here to protect each and every one of us. Protective. They're protective over you. Your ancestors are, look, guarded after that. Yeah, your ancestors, no matter what you're going through, know that you are loved, and your ancestors are here to protect you. They're very protective over you. It's like they're showing me these hands that are cupped like this, and there's a gem in the hands. That's what I'm seeing. So it's like you're this precious little stone that your ancestors are cupping in their hands. That's what they're telling me. So, move forward fearlessly, they're saying, knowing that you are protected, knowing that, you're going to be resilient, no matter if, even sometimes when it comes to desires, we go after something, we think that's what we want, and that's our desire, and it may not manifest, and if it doesn't manifest, that's okay. That desire was meant to take you to the next desire, right? Be resilient in the way that you're moving and going after certain things. Be willing to adapt and change, and just to stay hopeful. I'm hearing release your fears. Stay hopeful and resilient in what you desire. So let's just keep digging here. So let's talk about, you've got good luck coming, collective. Let's talk about resilience here. Which deck should I go to, Spirit? Hold on. Have courage. Look, I just cut the deck. Have courage to build friendships, right? Have courage in your relationships with one another. Maybe some of us need to get out there and network a little more, okay? Build stronger relationships when it comes to, allowing people into your circle, being vulnerable with people around you, okay? I can do that myself. Yeah, if you can do that, you're going to have expansion is what they're saying. Yeah, generosity. You got expansion and generosity here. So, okay, where should I go, Spirit? Releasing the fears. Let's go to this deck about fears real quick. What are some possible fears that we may need to release in the collective, Spirit? That we're still, or that we have released. This could be your past or present energy here, collective, okay? Some of it may be future energy, but let's talk about releasement of fears. What are some of the fears that we're releasing? Indecision. So fear of not making the right decision for yourself. Fear of peace. Okay. Wow. I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. So, don't be afraid of change. Use your intuition. So use your intuition in all aspects of your life. Release your fear. So release the fear that you're not going to make the right choice, okay? Release the fear of peace. And I know that sounds crazy, but when there's nothing that's needing your attention, when there's no, problem or chaos that you have to fix or show, when you have peace, and I don't understand, like, but there's a it's almost like when things are quiet, there could be a fear of, for example, stagnation, or things aren't moving forward if things are peaceful or something, right? Like, they want you to release that perspective. Release the fear of peace and indecision, okay? If you can do that, you're going to be successful. So this is about having confidence and trust in yourself, trusting in your decisions, trusting in your happiness. I am aware that being happy means that I'm on the right path. So if you have peace in your life right now, and there's no chaos to fix, and no drama going on around you, and you're experiencing peace, I don't know why there would be fear associated with that, but Spirit's saying just accept that. Let yourself be in that energy, and don't question your decisions that brought you here to that place, right? That energy. You're being guided by your intuition. So don't second guess or criticize your choices up to this point, okay? Whatever's going on with your desires, you're gonna have. Let's talk about desires, okay? So the fear is about indecision and just fear of things that are actually calm in your life right now, right? Some of us get so used to having to put out fires. A lot of us spend our whole life putting out fires, not just our fires, but fires that other people create, and having to deal with drama and be the mediator and this and that, right? That when we finally get peace and calmness, we feel like there's something wrong. But there's nothing wrong, okay? There's nothing at all wrong. You're exactly where you need to be. Your intuition is guiding you in all aspects. They want you to trust your intuition. Trust in the peace that you're now receiving. It's the calmness, okay? Trust in that calmness. And I feel like because you are able to release your fears, you're gonna be stepping forward in your life in a more confident way, a more peaceful way, and you are able to focus on your desires. You're not the type that's going to give up on your desires. You're very resilient. So what is this resilience leading to when it comes to desires? You're not going to have to always be brave, right? Things are going to just flow towards you. I don't know why courage is in reverse, but I feel like in the past it took a lot of courage to deal with these fears, right? Maybe that's what it's saying here. It's like in the past you had to have courage to face your fears, to release your fears. You had to have courage to trust in your intuition, trust in the times where you wanted to second guess your decisions. Trust in the peace. It takes a lot of courage to be in a new type of energy, to trust that new energy, right? Trust the new you. But as you move forward from that, out of releasement to resilience, you're moving from fear to desires, and it doesn't take courage necessarily, right? It takes trust, I'm hearing. So it flips from you having to like be courageous all the time and always fighting for something to manifesting, to flowing, right? Resilience means it's all about just trusting, being calm and peaceful in the time where things are calm and peaceful, allowing it to be, okay? And not sitting there second guessing where you're at, or if you can trust your intuitions, if you've made the right choices or not, right? Trusting in the fact that you have made the right choices. So tell me more about resilience, please, Spirit. This resilience is leading to your, you just trusting in your protection, in the healing information as it comes forward towards you. Yeah, you're getting the answers that you've been looking for, okay? Seek and you will find. That came up a while ago. So, yes, if you can stand, just continue to go after your desires, whether it's in regards to work or family or healing or whatever your desires are, okay? You're going to find the answers that you're looking for. Just continue to push forward. continue to release your fear of making a wrong choice, and release your fear of peace. Right? Peace is not stagnation, I'm hearing. Peace is it's like when you can finally release negative energies, right? When the chaos calms down, it's because you are finding your happiness, right? You are finding your peace. You're releasing negative energy. So you're going to have peace when you release negative energy. And if you continue to stand up and be resilient and not give up on yourself or give up on your desires, it's not about you having to be strong all the time. It takes strength and courage to let go of your fears, yes, right? But once you get past that part and you're in this peace energy, it's not about courage anymore. It's about resilience. It's about knowing you're strong. It's about standing in the truth of your decisions, accepting the peace of your life, just being and accepting the moment, right? So you're finding answers. You're going to find the answers you've been looking for. So let's talk about this healing information, energy exchange. Yeah, happiness. Literally. They just flipped off. Yeah, happiness, right? So you're happy. Look, you're fine. You have happiness in your life, collective. Your happiness is coming from within. And look, she's looking up. Her happiness isn't coming from anybody or any situation outside of herself, right? That happiness is coming from that light that's surrounding her, that blue butterfly, which is her truth. And she's looking up. She's looking at, it's like her ancestors, that energy exchange, that healing exchange here with the ancestors. It's true. It's true happiness. But happiness isn't an emotion. It's a state of being, right? It's bliss, it's joy, it's acceptance, it's peace, it's understanding, it's strength and confidence, okay? It's passion. So tell me about this protective energy. Strength. For your dreams, be resilient, okay? Your dreams are protected. You are stronger than you know. Your ancestors, they recognize your strength. They're helping you manifest your dreams, whatever your dreams may be. But, okay, yeah, you've gotten some type of freedom here, collective. You've gotten some type of freedom in regards to your psychic abilities. Maybe your psychic abilities are what's helping you gain your freedom. Not maybe, it is. Right? Your connection, this energy exchange with your ancestors, this healing information that you're receiving intuitively is setting you free from that cage, right? The matrix or the karmic path, and you right? We got reconciliation after that. So there's a friendship that's a blessing that's going to bring, that you're reconciling with somebody out there, and that's also leading towards this. So it's like your ancestors are sending friendship towards you, and you're trusting your intuition about this, or you're going to be trusting your intuition. And this person's coming in with peace, okay? Release your fear. Maybe this is, yeah, lighten your load. So this energy that's coming towards you, that as a friend, this friendship energy, is coming in with peace and expansion. Maybe generosity and passage. This could be, yeah, this friendship energy could be speaking about you developing this friendship with your ancestors, right? You developing this friendship with your spirit team, and that's going to lead to your expansion. You trusting your psychic abilities. Okay, you got generosity and miracles here. So I think your ancestors are very pleased with you, collective, okay? They're very pleased with you. I feel like you are, you are in this energy of happiness. You are in this energy of peace, right? You're not afraid of the calm times in life anymore. You don't need the drama, right? You're not an energetic vampire. Like, energy vampires, they feed off of drama and chaos and negative energy. So that's what they go around, and they're always creating that, right? So they can feed off of it. But that's not who you are. You had to have the courage to release those energies that don't align with peace. that want to, you know, these energies, these karmic energies that were in your path that, you know, triggered your confidence, made you feel indecisive about yourself or your choices or who you are, right? All of those people are soulmates that are karmic, that were put on your path to help you see and grow past it, right? It's like to trigger your own intuitive abilities, so that it's almost like being surrounded by energies that you couldn't depend on, that were karmic, that were energetic vampires, like being surrounded on the outside with those energies, so that it would trigger you to go within and seek this friendship with your inner guidance, with your spirit team, with your ancestors, right? It's like that had to be on the outside to trigger you to go within and understand what true energy exchange is, where your true happiness comes from. Okay? And as you go through this process, your dreams are protected, your desires are protected. If you can stay strong, just understand that you have strong protectors around you as you manifest your dreams, right? Be resilient, because the answers that you're looking for, you're going to find them. They are coming in. They may not come in right when you think they should or in the way you think they should, but you will receive all the answers you need. Be in the moment, right? Live moment by moment by moment. Plan for the future, dream for your future, yes, but live in the moment. Right? Don't be stuck by your fear. Release your fear, release your indecision, release anything in your life that does not bring you peace. Okay? And if you can do that, this is how we grow. This is how we grow from the outer to the inner, from the karmic to the divine. Yeah, grow through change. We grow through change, right? And beauty. So we grow through change. Change is a necessary part of growth, right? So without change, there's no growth. And change doesn't always feel good, especially, you know, if you grew up and with different issues that trigger you, right? Like if, you know, you grew up with a lot of chaos. I know me personally, I grew up with a lot of chaos. So when things are calm and, you know, even in the chaos, if it's like there's some type of comfortability even in the chaos when it's the same thing that you're used to, right? But if you just settle for the same thing that you're used to and it's chaotic, then you're going to stay in that chaotic energy too. So that's why it's necessary to allow the change to come in, allow the circle to be restructured, your circle to be restructured, right? Allow yourself not to settle for the same old, okay? This is going to be kind of short, y'all. But let's see what else we got. So this is the energy that's coming up for the collective currently. What about answers and finding? What can we see about answers and finding? What answers are we going to find? What are we looking for answers about, Spirit? Windfall. So answers about, you know, your blessings. Answers about adult children. Answers about family changes and the steps that you need to take. So this is speaking about your guidance. Spirit's telling you, we're going to show you where your blessings are. You can trust that. Be resilient. Trust that, you know, even if you don't see it right now in this moment, stay in this moment and trust that we're taking you to the moment that's meant for you, okay? So it's got to do with your finances or just your blessings, your windfalls. It's got to do with, you know, adult children. So this could be speaking about your own personal childhood wounding that you're receiving healing information about, on how to, you know, transmute and work through and heal, right? Or this could be speaking about your own adult children if you're worried about, you know, your children and they're adults and, you know how it is if you have adult children. They're adults, but they're still your children. So you know, we tend to want to worry about them and you know, not want them to make the same mistakes we made and things like that. But the answer is to surrender your worry to the Most High, because just like you have protective guidance, you got to trust that they do too. You guide them, you give them advice, but they have to be the ones to make their own choices. So, you know, instead of you sitting there and letting yourself be held in negative energy of fear, worry, doubt, and anxiety about what's up with your children, surrender them to the divine, and just trust. Spirit's telling me, okay, that, you know, they're going to be okay, just like you are okay. Spirit's got our back. So yeah, trust in your intuition when it comes to making the family changes, which is, I feel like, what we've been doing, right? Changing and restructuring our group, and knowing which steps to take and when to take those steps. So this is what you're going to find answers about. Just I feel like as you can stay in the moment and follow peace, right? Don't allow yourself to be entangled with chaos and drama and energies, that feed off chaos and drama. I think that's how we're guided. We have to follow our peace, follow the peace from within. And that's going to bring all the answers that we need. You don't have to be courage to face the chaos anymore. You don't have to be courageous to face the drama. You can just flow by following the peace. That is your guidance. Your ancestors will always have an energy exchange of healing and peace with you. They want you to be in a healing, peaceful state so you can have a higher vibrational frequency. So that's what they're going to guide you away from, anything that keeps you in lower vibration, right? So how you follow your guidance is following your peace, is what I'm hearing. Releasing your fears and following your peace. Okay? And as you make room and you are more peaceful within yourself, within your mind, right? Within your emotional bodies, as you find more peace within yourself, you're going to see the peace being created outside of yourself. And then that's making room for your dreams to manifest. Okay? The higher vibration that you are, the easier it is for Spirit to work with you and exchange energy with you. Okay? And the more you believe in their guidance and their protection of you, the easier it is for you to stay in that high vibrational energy, right? But yeah, your dreams are coming in. Let's talk about that just a little bit. Let me find another deck really quickly. Let's talk about dreams. Coming into your power. This says coming into your power. I step into my power boldly and confidently. So yeah. Let's talk about dreams. This could be about also receiving messages, healing messages in your dream space, right? In your 5D life, okay? But let's talk about dreams. You're receiving messages from the angels in your sleep, okay? In your sleep space, okay? Also, it says, shimmering wings of angels embrace me with love. So you're receiving comfort, protection in your dream space, collective. But also, these angels, your ancestors, they're surrounding you with love and protection, and they're guiding you towards your highest self, your highest life for yourself, right? They know what your soul wants. They know what your heart wants. What is your desire? What is your dream? They know, right? Probably more than you know sometimes. They know the game plan, right? And so they're going to guide you into that, and you just got to trust it. Yeah, they're exceeding expectations. I soar into excellence. So yes, they know more than what you even expect, right? That's what they want you to trust in. That you're going to soar into excellence, and it's going to exceed all of your expectations. No matter what your dreams are, Spirit knows what is for your highest good, and they just want us to trust in that. And the way, stay peaceful, stay in the moment, try to work through your triggers and your anxieties and your fears, right? And understand that you don't have to stand alone. You're not alone in this world. Maybe there was a time where you felt like you had to be courageous and strong and stand alone, but you were never alone then either. It's not about courage anymore. It's about trust. Okay, it's about trust and being in alignment. It's about, allowing yourself to just be in the highest vibration that you can. And we all know that fear, worry, doubt, and anxiety does not help us be in a high vibration, and it isn't a way of trusting Spirit. That's us trying to control, right? Fear stems from the need of controlling something. When we can release the need to control anything, then we release the fear that's associated with the lack of control, because really we don't control anything, right? We really don't. Okay, we're just meant to surrender to ourselves, surrender to you know, our spirit team here, surrender to the guidance. It's like once we get out of the way of spirit, right? Once we get out of our own way, then your angels can really get to work here, and it will exceed your expectations. Yeah, you're going to be flying free. I am that's when you can fly. I unfurl my wings and fly. So let yourself fly. Fly free from your fears, free from your doubt, free from your insecurities, okay? Free from indecision, free from energetic vampiric situations and people in your life, right? You're going to find the answers to, as you stay in peace within self. Remember, peace is going to lead you to all that you need here. Following that peace. Okay? What can you tell me about family changes over here, Spirit? Renewing, yeah, there's changes. Look, get rid of the clutter. Renewing your life. Radiant vitality is filling my life. So yes, these changes that are going down in our families, right? Whether it's the way that we deal with our family, the way we perceive our family, or you know, just cutting off certain family members. Whatever's going on here, it's for your highest good. It's to get rid of the clutter of the past. Okay? It's to revive you and renew your life. So family changes are necessary for the new you. What is take the next step now? You're finding answers in all of this. Cherishing yourself. It's time for self-love, collective. It truly is time to put yourself first. I accept and love myself. It's time. It's time for your life to be about you. Not in a selfish way where, like, you know, we don't show up for those people that we love and things like that, but in a way where you are your first priority. Your health, your mental, emotional health, your financial health, your well-being has to first be at its highest vibrational, right? It's got to be the best. It's got to be at the highest frequency for you, so that you're able to take from yourself to give to others, right? It's giving in a healthier way versus trying to just like show up. It's like trying to stick a band-aid on something versus really healing something, right? You have to first have self-love and you know, understanding and acceptance of self, and you have to be refreshed. You have to have the energy to give out before you can give it out, or you're just going to deplete yourself, and then what you do give out to those who you're giving to, it's just going to be a band-aid. It's not going to be the highest vibration that it could be, right? Is kind of what I'm getting. So taking the next step now. Right now is time. The answer that you're looking for, you're going to find that as you learn to cherish yourself. The answer you're finding in regards to family situations, you're going to find that as you allow the past to declutter, as you allow, you know, yourself to have a new life, okay? What about windfall? What about answers around windfall? Windfall, Spirit. Windfall. Okay, yeah, you're proceeding softly. My inner power grows in moments of quietude and making a difference. You are making a difference. My inner light shines far and wide. So your windfall, your blessings are coming in, not like a mighty roar and like, you know, it's coming in softly, Spirit saying, right? So it's coming through your inner power. So it's not something that you can come out here and strive in the physical to make it happen. You can work hard, yes. You make your plans, yes. You don't give up on your desires, right? But it's not coming in until the inner self is in alignment for the outer blessing, okay? Just like you got to get rid of the outer chaos so that you can have the inner calmness. The same thing with this windfall that's for you, collective. Your inner light is going to shine far and wide, and it already does, but maybe you just need to recognize that about yourself. I don't know, that you do make a difference, okay? But it's coming in softly. Your inner power is growing in these moments of peace, right? In the moments of quietude, when everything's quiet, that's when your inner power, your vitality, you know, you're integrating all the lessons that you've learned from the chaos. It's all coming in for you. You got to trust in it, okay? Trust in that. Trust in the peace. Don't be afraid of the peace. The peace is what's necessary for this time in your life. Okay, the quiet times, the moments of quietude, that's necessary. It's to point you to the next step. And the next step is all about you, sweetheart. It's all about you learning to accept and love yourself, being able to sit quietly with yourself without needing a distraction or somebody who is going through drama or chaos that you want to rush in and fix, or right? Like it's not about that, right? It's always been about ourselves, us and ourselves. I know me, I used to be a fixer. I used to think that, if I didn't show up in a responsible way for this person or that person, then they were just, everything was going to fall apart for me and for them. And that's not the way it works. I learned to have to surrender it to the Most High, just what I was talking about with the children. Like, we have to surrender everything to the divine and trust. We all have we all have a spirit team that's guiding each and every one of us to the highest vibrational energy exchange, that's leading to our true happiness, that's leading to all of our dreams coming true. It's leading to our strength and our trust in the protection, right? We all have our own little path to go here. So we can't show up for anybody else on their path. That's not our job. That's our spirit team's job. What our job is to show up for self, right? And work hand in hand with our ancestors. Focus on the energy exchange with our ancestors and stop trying to take the place of our ancestors or other people's spirit team by making them do it the way we want them to do things, right? Or feeling like we're the only ones that can save things and, or has the answers. That's not true. My answers, I give y'all my answers as I go through things. I talk about it and I encourage and I tell y'all what I learned through spirit and things like that. But that may or may not be for you. You got to decide. Some things will be and resonate for you, and some things won't be the way that you're going to get to the same thing, right? We'll still all get to the same place, but we may get there in different ways. And we got to learn to accept that for one another. That's okay, right? It really, truly is. It's okay. And we just love each other through it all. Even, that reading I did yesterday where, I was so frustrated with that energy because they're lower energies I was tapping into. And I still, I don't know. Sometimes I guess we got to dip down in the lower energies to let people know we ain't the ones to mess with. Maybe that's what that's about. But I don't like being in that lower energy, right? But I'm not here. I don't know. Anyways, let's just move past that. Yeah, it's time to step into the stillness. My power is born in the majesty of silence. Okay, I hear you, Spirit. Maybe, not everybody needs to know everything about you, right? Not everybody needs to know how they can trigger you or access you or something, right? And this is also going back to adult children. The majesty is born in the silence. Like we can guide one another. We can guide our children. We can tell them what we've learned. We can encourage them. But when it comes down to them making their choices, they have to make their choices just like you've had to make your choices. All we're supposed to do is love each other through that without putting too much pressure and expectation on one another. Just encourage each other to love one another. Encourage each other to follow their peace, to follow their own inner guidance. That's what we should be teaching each other. Not to do it the way everybody expects you on the outside to do it, but what's your inner self telling you? What is your heart guiding you to? What makes you happy? Even if it doesn't make me happy and I'm in your life, does it make you happy? Then I'm happy for you. I love you. Okay? Things like that, right? So adult children stepping into silence. Maybe we need to take a step back and allow our children to develop, right? Early this guidance with their ancestors, right? I know me, I'm 40-something years old, and it took me a long time to understand what this is, right? I wish I would have known this so much sooner in life. It probably would have helped me a lot, right? But it's okay. I'm getting it now. Everything happens for a reason, But adult children. So I feel like Spirit's saying, let's take the pressure off of our children a little bit. Okay, be right. Don't tell them they have to do this or they have to do that, just like your parents did you, because you can never live up to anybody else's expectations. Instead, guide them. Well, does this make you happy? Well, you can give them your opinion, yes. But when it comes down to it, is it going to make this child happy? Or is it going to make you happy, right? You gotta let them be happy. Yeah, look, savoring pleasure just came in reverse. When we try to make our children live up and do things the way that we want them to do things, then we don't allow them the pleasures of life. We put them in that box of task mastering, right? And expectations, and we do set them up for failure. And when they don't get to enjoy their lives, they don't see life as a joyful experience. They see it as a job that has to get done almost, right? I have to get this task done. I have to go to this college. I have to have this job. I have to be this kind of friend, this kind of child, this kind of parent, this kind of husband, this kind of wife. Like, that's just too much that we try to put, and this was put on us too, collective, from our own parents, and their parents put it on them. But it's time just to let each other live and let live, and just guide. Let's guide one another through love, right? Not through judgment or competition, or that kind of energy. It's time to just learn how to savor the pleasures of life, and allow each other, everyone outside of yourself, to also savor the pleasures of their life, because what makes you happy will not make me happy, and vice versa. It's not always going to line up like that, right? I fully embrace bliss in my life. Yeah, when we're trying to control our children to the extent where they have to do this, they have to do that, or they're gonna disappoint us and things like that, we're not allowing them to embrace bliss, right? Think about it. If your parents would have let you explore your unique soul, your unique drive, your uniqueness, and not try to tell you who you have to show up to be in this world, if they just allowed you to grow and learn who you are just by being, right, without telling you it's got to be this, it's got to be that, like, I think we would have all came to the same, we're all going to get where we're meant to get, right? It's just the journey in between. It would have been a much pleasurable journey. Like, I probably would have found all this out sooner than I did if I was allowed to just be who my soul was guiding me to be, versus me trying to fit into pleasing others in the past, right? I'm not a people pleaser anymore. I used to be a fixer. I used to be a people pleaser. I used to be insecure, right? I used to put myself aside for others. I've done it all. That was me in my lower vibrational energy, thinking that, that's how I was to give love and receive love. But love is freedom. Love is freedom. Love is happiness. Love is encouragement. Love is peace. Okay, I'm learning love in a lot in different ways, and that's coming from me learning to love myself first, and just accepting who I am, accepting my journey, all parts of it, and the things that I don't like along my journey, going within and figuring out, well, what can I be responsible for of whatever it is, right? How can I make the change? What can I do to change what doesn't fit for my joy, my happiness, my bliss, my dreams? I can't change other people's perceptions and how they want to treat me, or how they want to show up. I can't change any of that, but I can change what I do. I can change my perception, how I choose to look at it, how I choose to show up for myself and others. That's what I can do. So that's how I'm going to learn to cherish myself, love myself. By giving myself love, that opens me up to truly love others and just allow them to be who they are, right? Look deeper is on the bottom. Deep within me is a majestic radiance. Okay, collective? Anything else for the collective spirit? We're about to get off here. Yeah, we're opening to love. This process is opening us to love. My heart is open. My heart is open. It's on this boat and it's on fire, right? It's your heart is open because you're learning to focus on yourself. You're being in the flow. I am in the flow of the universe. You're releasing control of yourself, control of others. You're no longer accepting, these vampiric energetic exchanges that are based on drama and chaos, right? You're opening yourself up to radiate your light, and it's going to come in softly. Okay? It's going to come in soft moments even. It's gonna manifest for you. These answers you're looking for, they're not gonna come in and hit you over the head. They're gonna come in slowly, and they're gonna be integrated, these answers. One day you're gonna wake up and you're like, oh, well, look, that's the answer. I've been wondering this all this time, and I've known the answer the whole time. I just wasn't looking at it, right? But whatever you're looking for, you're gonna find. And a lot of us right now, it has to do with our children, us being confident in the steps we're taking, confident in these changes that we're being asked to make with certain family members, and our blessings, trusting in our blessings. Even if you don't see it in the moment, still believe it. Okay, knowing it and believing it. You are strongly protected. You know, you are seen as very strong in the spiritual realm. It took courage to release fears, but it's not about courage, right? Maybe that's what we thought. It was going to take courage to release the fears, but it doesn't take courage. It takes trust. It takes trust in the energy exchange. Okay, trust in yourself. Just trusting that you are here for a reason and that you are protected. No matter what that reason is, you are divinely protected always. And allow yourself to be guided through peace. Peace, you know, is priceless, and you know, so is love. True love is peace. And I think that's what Spirit's been teaching us, you know. At least for me, that's kind of the messages I've been receiving, and that's what's leading to our success, right? Anything else, Spirit? Yeah, release judgment. Look how that fell out on releasement. Release judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges, so we can stop judging one another and forgive. Forgive. Even those people, like that reading I did yesterday. I mean, it keeps coming up because I've really been thinking about it, y'all. I just, when we can forgive. How we forgive is just releasing it. Like that reading I did yesterday, I almost wish it wouldn't have never even came up now, because it's a mute point. Those energies, when we're truly forgiving of those energies, it's just a mute point. We can move past it. We don't have to even look at it, right? It's kind of what I'm getting to here. So maybe it came up to show us that some of us are still holding on to that energy and still struggling forgiving those type of energies. But those energies are the past. They're behind us now. So we can release those energies with forgiveness by releasing our judgment of those energies. We don't know why they treated us the way they treated us. We don't know why they planned the harms they planned against us. We don't know any of their motives. And we don't need to know, right? We can't change what they've done or haven't done. We can't change their motives. We can't change if they've lied or not lied. We can't change any of that. But what we can change is allowing those energies to affect our judgment, affect how we see ourselves in the world around us, affect how we open our heart or close our heart down, right? We can change how we show up responsibly with those energies, right? Or because of those energies. Spirit's saying forgive and release judgment, because that stems from fear. Judgment and control stems from fear. Unforgiveness stems from fear, right? And denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. Wow. So Spirit's saying acknowledge our fears and replace it with the insight of awareness. And fears can show up in so many different ways. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of abandonment, fear of letting yourself or another down. Those are all fears that I've worked through personally, okay? Don't deny those fears that are within each and every one of us, right? Don't deny your fear when you recognize that that's something in you that, you know, has triggered you throughout your life. Allow your spirit team to you know, bring you the awareness of how to move past it, how to accept it, and you know, release judgment of yourself, forgive yourself, and those who are associated with those triggering fears. Just forgive and release. Be resilient. Stay focused on loving yourself, okay? And stay in an attitude of gratitude. Be grateful for the spiritual lessons that we learn with one another. Be grateful for each other, no matter the experience, because it's what's shaping you and making you who you are. And you're beautiful, collective. Without certain experiences, you wouldn't be in this beautiful energy you're in today. So be grateful for those experiences. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. All opportunities, right? As they're presented. Anything else, Spirit? So many things remind me of you. Okay, so someone does want to be more than friends, that, you know, they keep replaying your conversations over and over and they keep being reminded of you. So I don't know why Spirit had me I feel like they're thankful for the experience that they've had with you here. Or this is someone, you know, who, yeah, I feel like this is someone that you guide or that you are feeling about. Maybe this is somebody that you keep playing conversations and over with. That, you know, you feel more than a friendship vibe with, and you just keep being reminded of. Or there's someone who's looking at you like that, okay? But this could be the next energy that's coming towards you even. They want you to be grateful. Or this is a past energy that Spirit's saying be grateful for that experience. This person who, I feel like, if whoever this energy is, this is someone that Spirit's saying, instead of being judgmental against because of the past experience between y'all, be in the energy of gratitude for the spiritual lesson, okay? Yeah, aloha healing. Allow healing in this situation. That says aloha healing. So this is someone that's been in your path here that's triggered you into this healing, or that you've triggered someone into this type of healing. We've done this for one another, right? There's someone who's really paying attention to your conversations. This could be somebody that you've got in the friend zone that wants to be more than friends, and they can't stop thinking about you, but you're going through this healing. Anything else, Spirit? Okay, they're telling me to go to another deck. Anything else? You are reborn, okay? Collective, you are reborn when you realize that you are not a victim. It says, I am reborn. I am not the victim. So you got the butterfly ferret and Little Red Riding Hood. This is how we're reborn, by letting go of victimhood, letting go of anger and resentment and judgment, and you know, letting go of the pain, and just accepting all of our experiences are here directing us towards our highest good, and trusting in that. Trusting in that no matter what. And that's not easy to do, especially when you're in the thick of the experience. It's hard, I know, but you can always have hindsight is a beautiful thing, and you can always, you know, have your hindsight and learn and grow from it. You, even if you feel like you're failing in the moment of the experience, right? That's okay. You're never failing. It's just even the hindsight of certain experiences. That's the time of peace where you get to integrate that experience. There's no failure. There's no passing. There just is the growing. There's the learning. There's the healing of it all, right? So allow yourself to be reborn, and remind yourself daily that you're not a victim of your past. You're not a victim of your circumstances, and you're not a victim of anybody else in this world. You're not a victim. You're a student, okay? And you're a student of healing. You're a student of healing, okay? Yeah, stay determined to heal. You got to move forward. So determined to move forward, the Chariot. Stay determined, collective, and continue to move forward, and not to, you know, hold yourself in that pattern of victimhood, that mentality of victimhood. Allow yourself to be reborn moment to moment, however times it takes, okay? Remind yourself you're not a victim of your family. You're not a victim of your circumstances. Okay? You're not a victim of your fears. You're not a victim of this world around you. We're not victims. And we've got to, you know, when you stop playing the victim, you have to take responsibility for your own healing, right? When you remember, hey, I'm not a victim, and whatever's been going on, I can only be responsible for what I can do in this moment. And what I want to do is move forward. What I want to do is heal, release the pain, release the judgment, release the lower energy, the fear. I want to release the chaos. And so how do I do that? That's what you got to ask yourself. How do I do that? And then you start having this exchange with your spirit team, and they're going to tell you how to do it. When you start asking the questions, they're going to give you the answers. But first, we got to get out of victimhood and judgment, and ask the question, well, how do I do that? How do I move out of victimhood? How do I move out of that mentality? How do I release my judgment? How do I release my fear? How do I forgive? When I'm finding it hard to forgive, how do I forgive, Spirit? Let them guide you, because they are guiding you, collective, and we're meant to trust in that, okay? And be open for the guidance. The guidance is leading us towards peace. It's leading us towards gratitude. It's leading us towards lighter hearts. It's leading us towards our happiness, our bliss. I mean, it's already within you. We just got to learn how to tap into it. And so that's what we're being taught, how to tap into it. But you can't tap into it when you're distracted with victimhood or fear or judgment or unforgiveness, when we're denying our fears and denying our own triggers and who we are when we're triggered. We can't deny who that shadow part of ourself is. We accept our shadow self. We accept our fears. We accept our triggers, and we replace it with the insight of awareness, which will always come through healing and energetic exchange with your higher self, with the spirit, with your spirit team here, your ancestors, the divine. And once you start putting these pieces together, you truly realize, hey, I've been moving forward this whole time. I am moving forward. I'm going to stay determined, and I'm going to continue to move forward. And then you look back hindsight and you're like, wow, I've already moved forward. This isn't something I'm waiting on. It's kind of already in motion. It has been this whole time. Right? All right, collective. I love you guys so very much. Please like, share, or subscribe. And I hope you have a wonderful, blessed day. Bye, my loves.